Islamism, Imhotep. It's your brother, Professor Iself. Today I want to discuss some things with you, specifically centered around the issue of hate. Hate is something that's very, very common that we find amongst our people, specifically amongst African people in this day and time, is this issue of hate. We've been so divided, we have been broken down with so many affiliations and groups and so on and so forth that we have forgot that all is one. You understand? But being victims of psychology and victims of war, you know what I mean, one of the main techniques that's utilized is the actual application of psychology itself. And one of those things that was done for us was to still the soul of our people and to rebuild a social being. And within that, there is this thing called hate. We're at a standing point right now of development, of ascension, of spiritual upliftment, so on and so forth. But the key factor that's destroying our unity as a people is hate. Hate is something that does not allow you to move forward with your life. It doesn't give you the ability to rationally judge, think, and process information in a rational manner that can lead to things such as liberation and freedom and things of that nature. But what hate does, it actually reverses the process. First of all, it keeps the victim, it keeps the person who's hating in a prison, in their own self. You understand? Because it takes energy to hate. There's an expounding of energy that it takes to hate. So in order to hate somebody, you have to hate self. You really do. You have to be totally pissed off at your own self in order to hate somebody else. You understand? I just heard today somebody say, I want somebody to kill for me. This is what I heard one of my own people say about freedom, as far as them getting free, that they want somebody else to do it for them. That's the problem. You hate yourself so much that you can't get free because you choose not to be free. Freedom starts as an individual thought process. Everything, including what we call revolution, it's an individual dynamic. It starts in the individual, it starts in the person. The internal makeup of the individual is where change starts. You have to start with self in order to affect the outer bounds. You understand? So hate is the opposite. Hate teaches us to not even to examine our condition. It teaches us to point the finger at someone else. You understand? And not to examine our own condition and ask ourselves what put us in this position. And if you don't think like me or believe like me, then I hate you and you can look like me. You see what I'm saying? This is one of the big issues with these different types of schools of thought that we've been through as people. Black nationalism, African nationalism, black power, whatever. Black power specifically because it taught us to say black power. Nothing is wrong with black power in recognizing our beauty and our culture and so on and so forth. But at the event of hating other individuals and utilizing black power as the code word, it caused a problem. And those who use white power haven't made any progression either because hate is involved. And hate doesn't allow you to progress. It keeps you stagnant. Learn to love. Peace.